My name is Darcy Fox, and I'm a hairdresser by trade, Zumba dancer, and body pumper for life. That's what I always say. I became a body pump instructor in 2007, January 2007, and I had lost 47 pounds, and I was like, okay, I need to add more cardio to my world. So I was searching for something, and I went to a couple of different classes, and I'm like, this is not for me. And then just was popping through the internet, and I found this video of Zumba, and I'm like, that's me. And I signed up for Zumba training in December of 2007, and have been teaching ever since. Well, in March of 2007, I was in Mexico with my son, my middle son, Tyler, and I was drugged and raped while I was at my hotel, and came home 2 days, day and a half, I should say, after the assault, because I couldn't get a plane out of Mexico, and found out there was no help.
She's in a foreign country. I mean, Mexico's close, but it was a foreign country, and I had to get her home. I had to get her safe. I had to get her help.
There wasn't a 24-hour crisis line. There wasn't any sexual assault or rape groups available for women, teenagers, men that had been assaulted in my community. I had called the hotline that they had at the time, and I was having a flashback at the moment and couldn't get through to anybody, to talk to anybody. So I decided at that point that I was going to go, and I was going to be a part of this team.
What pushed Darcy to get involved, I think, was the lack of help that she received when she returned from Mexico. She had nowhere to turn. There was no crisis line. There was no place for her to call and say, you know, I am sitting on the floor, I'm having a nervous breakdown. Who can I talk to? There was no help. There was nobody there. There was, nothing. And with Darcy and all her efforts and her voice, kind of brought some light to Anoka County, and they kind of opened their eyes and got some stuff moving.
The fact that she pushed herself into getting into the committee and pushing herself into being something to help some people, to help people in our own community, is wonderful.
My feeling is that this is such a silent crime, and nobody wants to listen to you. Nobody wants to hear you. When you talk about it, people just close off their ears, or it's so shameful. And that's what keeps us silent, is that shame. And I don't want people to walk around with that burden on their back, and that's why I kept thinking silent no more. So I just don't want to be silent. I don't want other people to feel that they have to be.
Someday somebody will say, well, where did that saying come from, silent no more? Someday people are going to know and really think about what that means.
Just realizing that when you have a violent act, such as sexual assault or rape or any type of violence towards you, you don't have to walk that path alone. That there are many people that can help, and that you don't have to be silent. You can reach out. and know that you're not alone. I think that's the biggest piece for me is knowing that I'm not alone in this. We've hosted 3 Zumbathons, going on our 4th. And we've raised awareness in our community about sexual assault and rape. And we've got a 24-hour crisis line now, working with Alexander House. And they are also helping victims at the hospitals when the crime happens. So I feel really honored to be a part of that process. And bringing Zumba into the picture and having a Zumbathon to honor victims and help families just brings joy to me, because sexual assault and rape is such a negative thing in our community. Nobody wants to talk about it. So for me, Zumba is fun. It's all about passion. It's all about your heart. It's all about just having fun. I just wanted to have fun and shine a light on something that's negative, and I think that we've achieved that by doing our Zumbathon.
I had to say the best part of the whole thing was probably the first time I got up on stage in front of people with my mom and danced and did not care what people thought. That was probably the most happiest time dancing, because I used to dance when I was younger and I never really cared about dancing in front of people. But when I did it with my mom, it was kind of different. It meant more to me, and I've tried to do it as much as I can because I know it means a lot to her and it means a lot to me. There's so many reasons to come to this year's Zumbathon. There's just the fun, the energy that everyone brings, the different styles everyone has, different types of dancing. I find it fun. I hope everyone else finds it very fun. I love Zumba. And
April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and one of the things that our team is doing this year, and what we raised money for last year, was to contact the libraries in our community and get books into our libraries about rape and sexual assault, because there is none in our libraries. And on April 28th this year at the Rum River Library in Anoka, Patricia Weaver Francisco, the book she wrote is called Telling. It's a memoir of rape and recovery. She will be there reading from her book and talking about rape and how it happened to her. And she is from Minneapolis. So those are the types of things that we do, and it's very local in our community. So our team focuses on prevention, focuses on getting out there and just letting people know that there are services available, which is something we never had before 4 years ago. So I'm really proud to say that I'm a part of that.